everybody, welcome to the Animal Healers series. In this Animal Healers series, we're going to be talking about animals that can help each of the chakras and help you balance and align and awaken them. And what better place to start off than the Crown Chakra? Now, the Crown Chakra is here, where your crown is. And we're going to be talking about an animal, well, really an insect, but really not an insect that represents the crown chakra. And I will be going into some details about that. So really exciting to be starting the Animal Healers series. I'm really excited to be doing that. I've been wanting to talk about animals and specifically this being for a pretty long time, and now that I fully understand this being, I can do that. And so, the reveal. Drum roll, please. I'm going to be talking about butterflies. And when I talk about the butterflies, I'm going to be talking about exactly what they are, what they symbolize, and how the spirit realm uses them to communicate with us, and why they work for the crown chakra. And I'll also be giving mantras for calling on this animal healer, the same way that I'll be doing it for the remainder of this little series. And I'll say them later on, and then when I'm done, I'll type them out in the comments, and they'll be available on my Instagram. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I was feeling a little suffocating in that black jacket, and like my hair was hurting me, so decided to change the look up a little bit. I'm gonna actually be wearing colors that represent the chakras for this entire series, so you can tell based on the color that I'm wearing which chakra I'm gonna be talking about, so be on the lookout for that. I have at least one shirt with a color for each of the chakras. So, and this, I hope to be doing this series for a long time, because there are so many animals and so many things to talk about for the chakras and for animal healers. And once I finish the 7 main chakras, I'll probably talk about like the earth seed chakra, the star one up there, the other ones in the chakra system. Once I connect more with the guides of those and the animals that would work with them. Yeah, let me just talk about butterflies. That's why you're here. So butterflies are actually more than just insects. So they're more than just insects. They're the physical manifestations of change and development in the physical realm, and they're also the physical manifestations of the positive polarity as well. They are one of the physical manifestations of the positive polarity. They can also travel between the physical and the metaphysical, and the guides of the universe love to use butterflies to send messages to the souls of Earth. So butterflies have a way deeper meaning than just a caterpillar going into a cocoon and coming out as a butterfly. Butterflies actually have so many different meanings, and I really love them. And they represent change, and they help you undergo metamorphosis on your own soul level. So when you're going through your spiritual awakening, call on a butterfly to help you. That's also why they represent the crown chakra, because they're connected to change, and they're also connected to metamorphosis and to the spirit realm, and they're connected to so many different things. And I really think that they are the perfect being. I'm gonna call them beings because they're not really animals, and they're insects, but not like normal insects. So I think that they're the perfect beings to start the crown chakra off with, and they're also the perfect beings to start this whole series off with because they represent change and undergoing a change. And when you're starting your spiritual journey, you're undergoing a change. And with me releasing this series out there and talking more about them, I am also experiencing a change. This is bothering me. It's gonna go right here. Okay. You're also experiencing, I'm experiencing a change, you're experiencing a change, we're all experiencing changes, so they're perfect. And I can like feel my crown chakra pulsing right now, and you can feel it like right here. So that's how I know I'm on the right track with this. So yeah, let me go into more depth about these beings. So I'll start off by just talking about what a butterfly is on a scientific level, and then what they are on a spiritual level, and then we'll transition to how they relate to the crown chakra. So let's just start with what they are on a scientific level and the versus spiritual level. On a scientific level, butterflies are caterpillars after a caterpillar undergoes the metamorphosis, goes in the cocoon, and comes out a butterfly. Okay, most people are aware of that. They can vary from size and color, and it really is related to what caterpillar they come from. And it can take a decent amount of time for butterflies to undergo their metamorphosis. It doesn't happen overnight, which I think is a very, very important thing to be aware of, that it does not happen overnight for a butterfly. So it's not going to happen overnight for you to undergo your metamorphosis. And also on top of that, there's actually a phobia of butterflies that exists that I'm aware of because I watched a video about it. And it has to do with like the flapping of the wings, and that's kind of why I picked this shirt, because it's like, woo. But yeah, there's so much there. I forgot what the phobia is called. But there's so much there, like on a scientific level. And like the monarch butterflies are, my state's butterfly are insect. My state's insect is a monarch butterfly. Yeah, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a minute since I took that class where we learned about all the stuff that belongs to our state. Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, they're fun insects. They're not bugs, they're insects, or I don't know what the difference is really. I know that they're like ladybugs in the sense that they have a deeper spiritual meaning, and that the spirit realm loves to communicate through them. What's different between them and ladybugs is that they travel to the metaphysical realm, the same as hummingbirds and crows do, and I'll talk about that more in the future. I'll also talk about ladybugs more in the future, but butterflies, like crows and hummingbirds, go between the veil, and butterflies are a physical manifestation of positivity, as are hummingbirds. And not only that, they come like directly from the positive polarity, and when the metamorphosis, that's why they're kind of like the symbol of metamorphosis and change, and they are sometimes referred to as the guides of metamorphosis. And so when you're going through a change, it's very important to give them a call and ask for their help, because they'll help you a lot. They helped me a lot. And they're also a sign of changes coming. But you can assign any symbolic meaning you want to a butterfly. Okay. I like saw something like moving right here. Maybe, maybe it was my sleeve. It just completely like took me out of it. I think I was like kind of like drifting away. Sometimes when I'm like connecting and I like can feel like, and I don't have like a water bottle next to me or something to drink, and I can feel like me getting really lightheaded because like I'm fully connecting to my soul. like sometimes I like see something and I have to like be pulled back into it so that I don't fully drift away. So if that ever happens again, that's what it is. It could have easily just have been my sleeve, but yeah, now I'm back. I'm focusing a little bit more so that I can get more on track. What was I talking about? Right, they symbolize positivity, and yeah, let's just switch over to how they connect to the crown chakra and how you can connect to them and all that jazz, and also why they're amazing beings, because they truly are. So let's just get into it. It took a little minute to ground myself because it can be very easy when connecting with the crown and the third eye to kind of drift away. So, yeah, maybe if I have that like little pain of my hair up in a bun, I won't drift away, and then I won't get startled back into my body, which happens sometimes if you've ever astral projected. How I come back from that, like whenever I've astral projected, it's like I get like pushed back into my body type of thing. It happens. It's okay. It's normal. I'm not gonna edit that out because it's all relevant. It's part of connecting to the crown and connecting to the third eye, and like, you know, seeing some stuff beyond the veil, and it happens. Typically when I connect to the guides, they like to stay in the spirit realm and they'll never like appear next to me, but if they ever do and you ever see it, don't be alarmed, because my energy is protected in the sense that only beings of positivity only beings of positivity can come around me. So we're all good here, and nothing can access me or my energy without my permission. And feel free to borrow that little mantra. Back to butterflies. So butterflies are truly amazing beings because of everything that they represent and everything that they can do. And they represent the crown chakra in the sense that they go to the metaphysical a lot and they come to the physical, and they represent change and transformation and the spirit realm, and that's everything that the crown chakra is. The crown chakra is the chakra that connects you to the source and connects you to your guides and to everything. And as beings on earth, you know, we undergo a metamorphosis of trying to find our soul, and that's why they represent us in a symbolic way, and they have so many beautiful meanings. But you can also select them to mean anything. And so what I do is I connect with my signs and symbols guides, and I assign certain types of butterflies to certain types of things that are still revolving around change and development, because that is what they represent, change and development. And when you awaken your crown chakra, you are connecting to your soul and to the source. And when it's fully awakened, and I actually got hit in the head, that kind of knocked my crown chakra a little bit. It was getting like super off balance, and like getting hit in the head kind of rebalanced it. But when you start to connect to it and you start to connect to your soul, it will like, it's this weird thing, and it's uncomfortable to go through spiritual awakening a little bit, because you're kind of stuck in this like limbo area, like kind of like when a butterfly is undergoing metamorphosis, kind of stuck in this area with who you were before and what society wants you to be versus who you're meant to be, and what you're meant to come out of that cocoon as. And we're all meant to break out of our cocoons of the ego and the lower self and truly step into our spiritual being here on earth. That's why we all choose to come, and we do it again and again, and until we learn, and we help humanity and we help the earth. And the butterflies represent that, and the butterflies are amazing guides of the positive polarity and of change and of metamorphosis. And I truly truly think that they can help you, and I truly think that they are a perfect symbol of the crown chakra. And that's kind of what I have to say there. Along with that, they can also be messengers from things beyond the veil, and the crown chakra and the third eye can help you see beyond the veil. And a lot of times, ancestral lines and guides will send a butterfly to you as a sign. And also, cardinals and hummingbirds also get sent as signs. Butterflies are supposed to have a more positive energy around them, and for that reason, they are sent as messages. Yes, people have phobias of them, but there are also people who love bats, and bats are manifestations of the negative polarity. So it's just kind of where you are and where you're at, and what you've experienced in your life. And I definitely think butterflies are less threatening, but also I had a phobia of dogs, and I will be talking about them in the future in relation to the chakras, and they're actually super high positive beings. So it's just what you've experienced in your life. If you do have a phobia and you want to deal with it, because that is a part of transformation, releasing phobias and fears, be sure to check out the phobia series on my podcast. It is An Hour in Golden Sunshine, and I will put in the description the RSS link, whatever, that you can copy and paste in wherever you listen to podcasts, whether that be Apple Podcast, or if you, I think also it works with Google Podcast. I haven't tried it yet. Spotify, Anchor, whatever. It'll start Thanksgiving week. This is coming out on the Friday before Thanksgiving week, so it'll be started and out within a few days of when this comes out. So be sure to check that out, because part of transformation is relinquishing phobias, and that is a message straight from the butterflies. Their group soul is different. They don't necessarily have a group soul. Their group soul is the positive polarity, because they come from the positive polarity, and so they come with messages from the guides of the universe. And so that message is truly from the guides of the universe, wanting everybody to know that one of the first steps in finding your soul and finding positivity is saying goodbye to fear, and saying goodbye to phobias, and saying goodbye to negativity. And I truly believe that that podcast can help you in some way, at least hearing that somebody has been through a dark night of the soul and come out the end a beautiful butterfly. And I know you all could come out the end of everything as a beautiful butterfly, truly. And the butterflies can sense it, and they are messengers and guides of metamorphosis, and they're amazing animal healers. So just trust that you will come out a beautiful butterfly in the end. Is the best advice, because, you know, for me, I think that, yeah, you need to kind of like go from the root up, you know, at least once before you reach the crown. But once you fully start your spiritual awakening, the crown is where you want to start, because once you understand spirituality and you understand what's beyond the veil, it makes everything else a little bit easier to understand and to heal. For me, I got hit in the head. Like, I was so out of balance and so out of whack that I got hit in the head, and I like stopped remembering things. Like, it was like a minor concussion, but I just remember being really confused and feeling pulsing on my head. It was because my crown chakra was so out of whack, and I couldn't have even begun to start connecting to the rest of my chakras or starting my spiritual journey if I didn't get hit in the head a little bit, because if it's super out of whack like mine was, it could take a hit in the head. But sometimes it just takes some isolation and spending time connecting to your crown and connecting to your chakras and to your soul, and the butterflies want to help. So let's transition to the mantras you can say to call on the butterfly group soul. Let's just get into it. Okay, so here are the mantras you can say to call on these guides and animal healers and whatever of the crown chakra. If you'd like me to talk more about butterflies in the future, let me know and I can create a podcast going in full depth about butterflies. Same thing goes with any other animal that I talk about, going from rise to root in this little series. If you would like me to discuss in more depth any of the beings that I'm talking about, I would love to do that. Just let me know. This is supposed to be like a little quicker and straight to the point, but I would love to get more in depth if that is something you would want to see or hear. So please let me know in the comments. Okay, so take a deep breath. Get your pen and paper out to take some notes and on these mantras. So I'm going to give you 3 mantras to say and then an optional 4th mantra to say if you would like. And again, they will be in the comments after this is posted, and they will also be posted on my Instagram in little photo format. So I will also put the Instagram thing in the description as well, so you can go and look that up on Instagram to get the little photos. Sound good? Okay, so the first mantra you want to say is, I ask the butterflies to help me undergo my soul metamorphosis. I ask the butterflies to help me undergo my soul metamorphosis. You want to say this first. First and foremost, before any other mantra, you want to ask the butterflies to help you undergo your soul metamorphosis. Because once you start awakening to your soul's metamorphosis, transitioning from living in a more physical world to living to a more spiritual world, that is the first step, and that's where you want to start before doing any other work with your crown. Because if you get help from the get-go and your soul's metamorphosis, and it could be at any stage, no matter what stage you are at, they will help you. Even if you've already come out as a butterfly, there might be another opportunity for you to go through another metamorphosis, and so calling on them from now makes them there and ready to help you no matter what metamorphosis you end up undergoing in your spiritual journey. Because just because you get awakened doesn't mean that there isn't going to be more changes happening in your life, because we change with the times and we change with what the earth needs. For me, for example, what I was supposed to do has adapted with how the world has changed and how the world is. And so that's a different metamorphosis that I have had to undergo, and the butterflies have helped me get to this point, and I know that they can help you. So again, the first one you want to say is, I ask the butterflies to help me undergo my soul's metamorphosis. Good? Okay. Next, you want to say, I ask the butterflies to help me find the light. I ask the butterflies to help me find the light. You say this next because of the fact that when you're going through your soul's metamorphosis, there is still that, tug and pull that the negative polarity is going to try and do. They're going to try and grab you and pull you back. And so asking the butterflies to show you the light and keep you in the light while you're undergoing your soul's metamorphosis is very important, because while you're undergoing it, the negative polarity is going to want to bring you back, because it wants you to be trapped in fear. It wants you to be trapped in negativity. And the butterflies will just show you the light. They'll kind of fly and lead you to the light, but you make the decision to step into the light. That makes sense. So again, I ask the butterflies to show me the light. Now next, while you're in the light, the next thing you want to say is, I ask the butterflies to balance, awaken, and align my crown chakra. I ask the butterflies to balance, awaken, and align my crown chakra. You'll do this once you're in the light. Make sure that it's awakened, make sure that it's aligned, and you want to ask them that obviously because you're doing this to help your crown chakra. And once you do that and your crown chakra is balanced and aligned, you can truly be fully connected with the source, with the creator, with God, with your soul, with the higher self, with the spiritual realm, and all of that. And again, I ask the butterflies to awaken, balance, and align my crown chakra. It's very important, and I like to go in that order because, again, first metamorphosis, then staying in the light, then making sure that your crown chakra is balanced and aligned. Now, here is a optional fourth mantra that you can say and throw in there if you would like. And here it is. I asked the butterflies and the spirit guides to give me a fourth optional mantra to give to all of you. So, I ask the butterflies to help me connect with the source. I ask the butterflies to help me connect to the source. Your crown chakra is your portal to the source. It's your direct line to the creator. It is your direct line to the realm of the spiritual. Once you ask the butterflies to show you the way to connecting to the source and your higher self, you are giving your soul control, and you're stepping away from the ego's control. You'll be able to feel it right here. Be able to feel it right here. You may feel lightheaded as you start to connect with your crown chakra and third eye more, and that lightheadedness is only because your ego and the mind of your physical body is quieting so that the mind of your soul and the eye of your soul can be used. We have done the mind of your soul. Next week, on Monday, I will make available the eye to the soul video, which is the third eye. And I have a lot of other things coming out that week, so I'm not entirely sure if I'll get the throat chakra out next week as well. Maybe next Friday I'll get the throat chakra video out, so we can get to the voice of the soul. I hope this has helped you in some way. Again, I'll make all of the mantras available in the comments and on my Instagram, and maybe I'll even post them on Pinterest. I'll make them available to all of you so that you may use them. And if you would like to borrow the little saying, "Nothing can access me or my energy without my permission. I'm safe and protected in divine light," go ahead and use it. It's free. And give a call to the butterflies because they are here to help. And on Monday, we will talk about another winged creature that can help you connect to your soul. Don't worry, this winged creature is of the positive polarity, just like the butterflies, and just like any winged creature I talk about in the future. If you like this series and you want to see more of it, go ahead and subscribe and like the video and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I post the rest of this series. I hope this helped you. The butterflies are waiting for you to call them. Even if it's winter, their spirit will still be there to help you because they represent change. They represent the metamorphosis that we undergo in every lifetime. And they are messengers of the guides. So, a great way to connect to them is to connect to your guides. They're here for you. Give every butterfly a meaning that's unique to you, that is related to your development in this lifetime. Whether it be you're on the right track, whether it be you're undergoing a new change, or there's so many different colors of butterflies and so many different ones. But it doesn't matter which type of butterfly you want to give a call to, because at the end of the day, they're all butterflies and they all are connected to the positive polarity. Just like we, at the end of the day, are all souls. And the colors that we wear and the costumes that we wear in this lifetime won't matter at the end of the day. Have a blessed day, blessed life. I hope you enjoyed this hour in golden sunshine, and I hope you are liking this Animal Healers series. We have 6 more chakras to go, and I'm so excited to be talking more about them. I'll see you when we talk about the third eye.